Good afternoon from Pattaya, Thailand. I've got the main man next to me. You've seen him on some videos. It's Mad Mitch from Birkenhead. All right, mate.
All right, mate, how are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good.
You had a good holiday so far?
I have, mate.
Yeah.
It's been chaotic, put it that way.
Chaotic.
I mean, I haven't had a night in yet.
Chaotic.
It's my last night tonight.
Chaotic in education.
And it's been, I mean, it is so hot down here. You know what I mean? Like, it is fucking boiling.
Today,
I think it's got to be at least 40 degrees today. So,
yeah.
cheers,
I
Mitch.
think it's about 40 something, about 42 degrees. We're drinking the Chang draft beer, by the way. It goes down rather well in the afternoon. Not really an afternoon drinker, but it's on his holidays.
This is where we spent a few hours of Songkran, wasn't it? Here.
Yeah.
If you watch our Songkran video, so
Called La Plage.
Is that what it's called?
In French, it means the beach. Yes.
Oh, very good.
La Plage.
So we're doing this video today just so we can talk a little bit of your life, because Mitch lives in Thailand. He's lived here for virtually 19 years now.
Nearly
off
20,
and on,
yeah,
20 years.
90 years I've been living
90?
here.
19 years,
19,
yeah.
19, yeah.
So I thought it'd be useful for some of you guys to kind of listen to Mitch and listen to his experiences about how he's managed to stay here that long and still alive, because especially somebody like him, because he smashes it, you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry, I was supposed to cry. Yeah, but,
So, just tell me a bit about yourself, just a quick introduction, where you're from.
From the northwest of England, from the Wirral, very posh area. But then soon realised that, went through a good education, realised it wasn't the place I wanted to spend the rest of my life. Didn't want to spend the rest of my life with my childhood sweethearts. Grew up, grew out, jobs away, travelled. I've travelled all the world. I'm like the traveller, but I've been to some interesting places. Had some crazy, interesting things happening to me. Finished my apprenticeship in the shipyard, got an engineer. Went to work in London for a few agencies, things like that for the government, and then went out to Brazil. I was in Brazil for quite a while, yeah. Held up with guns in the mouth and tied up and things like that. What we call a bit of an epiphany. Tortured, just part of that. Yeah. I enjoy a bit of torture.
What's the say? How much did that cost you?
And I would pay extra for the torture. Actually, it did cost me quite a lot of money, actually, in Brazil. I think one of the main things is when you're traveling is like, try and pick up a bit of language whichever you go to. Teaching English is always an option. It's like in later life that came back to me. I feel very interesting and lucky jobs. I met a lot very interesting and some very famous people. Yeah.
So we met in Tenerife, didn't we?
Yes.
So I was in Tenerife from 1999 to, I had a year in London, but 1999 to 2009. No, you was like I always look at my Tenerife stay, probably like 2 or 3 parts, because as in the friends that I had my early friends, my middle friends and my late friends. A lot of people never stay for 10 years. They went home after 2 or 3 years, because it was the kind of place it used to wear you down. And you was probably one of the people I met on the first part of my journey over there. I remember DJing in the Ministry of Sound in Las Americas, and you was friendly with the manager there, Marco. You used to come in and have a drink with him. And then I used to DJ in some of the big after-hour parties like Buddies. I forget the other one now, but then by the Mediterranean Palace, somebody will tell me what it was called. That was a massive one. There's only me, the English DJ, was allowed to DJ there. And we're out late at night. You're a bit of a party animal. I'm a party animal, or I was in the past. So that's how we kind of met. And then I remember you telling me that you was going to Thailand backwards and forwards, and every time I saw you, you was doing the Y-in, and I was like, what the hell was happening to Mitch? And you kind of converted it, kind of really took over, didn't it? So when was that then, when you...
It was like 19, I've been going to Thailand for 24 years. It was like a good 5 years before I made the transition to come and stay and live here. But during the first 5 years, a friend of mine died over here. An elderly gentleman who was a London fella, a mister. And so what happened was, I made a thing called became a lay Buddhist monk, a sanya, which is a promise to be a good person, good traits, so that my friend has a chance to be born again in the human form in the next life. It's one of the kind of beliefs in Theravada Buddhism, which I wasn't looking for. It was something I just helped a friend in the ceremony for his passing on. So quite a big influence in my life, which I do try to keep up every day. I do pray every day. I did do a lot of reading about it. Something which I'm a practicing Buddhist. It works for me. It works for me. It works for a lot of people. I'm Christian, but I'm Buddhist as well, and I do respect the Thai version of how they interpret this into their culture. It's very cultural following. Okay?
Yeah. So it was when you first, because I remember you coming back from Thailand, and I'd be DJing, and you always used to bring like the watches and clothes and stuff like that. And I used to buy watches off you. Like that would be, I reckon that would be about 2003.
I haven't got a clue. What happened? I haven't got a clue what year it was. Sorry, but around that time of being in Tenerife, for me, everything was I'd go out at night and I'd come. So I'd be out for 3 days. I'd come back with as long as I came back with the same clothes I went out in, I knew it was like kind of safe. But people say, I saw you here, I saw you there. I was always invited to parties and discos.
It's a good job there wasn't mobile phones around, like smartphones.
One of the main things I was buying mobile phones at that time.
No, but as in you could have videoed it, because there's things we used to get up to over there.
I spent a lot of time hiding from
that was on video.
I spent a lot of time hiding from one of my girlfriends. Yeah, that was very interesting, very funny actually.
So we met in Tenerife. That's how I met you, and then I started coming here in 2015, and the first bar I went into, I fell in love with a girl, and which happens, doesn't it, Mitch? You know, you've been there a few times, and I remember coming back a couple of weeks later. I went home and I was that sick. I was that in love that I booked a flight to come back a couple of months later, probably about 6 weeks, and. Anyway, on the last night of this holiday, I'm with the girl that I was seeing, and I walked into a club down Walking Street called Sapphire, and I'm sitting there. And it's my last night, so I'll be honest, I'm like there with a sore arse. I'm like, I've got to go back to work tomorrow, next week, and all this. And I heard this scouse voice. I'm sitting like there's a pillar here, so I couldn't see anything. I heard this scouse voice, and I thought, I recognise that. That sounds like freaking Mitch from Tenerife. So I jumps up and I looks round the corner, and here he is. And I went, Mitch. He went, bloody hell, Tony, what are you doing here?
You said out, Mitch. Whenever he saw, he goes, he's a legend. And I just went, shush. I was with people who looked at me and went, obviously people look at me and go, he's a bit dodgy, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not dodgy at all, you see.
He's a scouser.
I'm not a scouser. I'm a wool. I'm not a scouser even. There you go.
He is. Well, you know.
I am not a scouser.
As long as you're enjoying yourself, that's what I say.
But anyway, I was like, please don't say anything about that. Which most of the people know. They were like, what the hell? Yeah.
So, that's where we met. So what is it then about Thailand? I mean, obviously you've been here that long. So what is it? You've travelled all around Thailand, I presume, now?
Most of it, yeah, most of it.
And you've settled in Pattaya?
Yes. I always knew it was going to be my home. I always knew the Pattaya.
Did you?
Yeah, always knew
So what is it about Pattaya then that keeps you here?
There are various places, there's lots of people take advice from. People who are more well-travelled than me, can give better advice than me. Just give from my point of view. It's got everything that I like. It's got nightclubs, it's got bars, it's got restaurants, it's got...
Beautiful ladies.
Well, we don't want to talk about that too much. We're not going to make that story about it. But I have had quite a few romances here. I fell in love in a place. I fell in love 3 times last night. You know, so please believe me, it was that good. Yeah. So that's the type of thing. I like beautiful women in my life. Never been gay. Never been anything too weird. But just a normal guy. Yeah. Just a normal guy. I like girls. Yeah. Didn't want to get married.
You know, this is what annoys me. When I tell people I'm coming to Thailand, they always say, "Oh yeah, is it a lady boy and all that?" Yeah. It is not. Yes, there are lady boys here, but believe me, they're like one. There's 20 women to every lady boy. Do you know what I mean? If you want that kind of thing, great, go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever
No
floats your boat,
disrespect
yeah?
to you.
Whatever floats your boat,
floats
yeah?
your boat, enjoy. Go and enjoy it, but don't pigeonhole people that come into Thailand just for ladyboys, because that's not me.
There's a lot of jealousy in the fact that you're allowed to come here, and they wish they could come here
Yeah.
or had the
Yeah, or
initiative
had the
or
balls
the
to be able to
to be able to do
take
it.
the
Yeah,
take the
a lot of
plunge.
people make assumptions that I had a great time in Greece on my holiday, so Greece is the best place in the world. Please believe me, I've been to many holidays in Greece, and Pattaya or Thailand, in my opinion, is far better than
So
anywhere
why
else.
is it? Because it's got all those things. I mean, I
It's
was
the
saying
people, the people are nice, the language is nice, the religion is nice, the open-mindedness.
the food.
Okay, it has
The
gone
food
through a
is
lot of
amazing.
changes in the years. In the 24 years I've been coming here and the 19 years I've lived here permanently, it's gone through a lot of change. Places change every day. If they were the same, they would be the places would be boring. Yeah? It's like going to Landudno, you know what I mean? Like Landudno.
It'd be stagnant, wouldn't it? And that's what happens to a lot of UK resorts.
And
You got to move with the times.
The people change. Even the friends that you make, you lose friends, you gain friends. Some people go home for certain reasons. Some people just die. You know, some people meet a girl, they put all their bets on all their money on one bet and follow that bet, and it works out. Some it doesn't. Whatever.
I mean, I always say
Sometimes
to
it
people,
works,
you can have whatever holiday you want in Pattaya, can't you? It has got everything. You can have a cheap backpackers holiday, and you can have.
In
you
life,
can go
you
to the
can be
Hilton,
whatever
yeah.
you want to be. Yeah, as long as you can make that work for you. Yeah, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you have the ability to do.
What are we
yeah?
talking about? I mean, that's brilliant because it's like brings me on to my next question. You say you can, the sky's the limit, you can do what you want to do, but you can't, can you, in Pattaya, in Thailand? Because when we're talking about employment, it is very difficult. Now, you've been here for 19 years working. I mean, you've gone through COVID. I mean, fair play to you. I mean, so what have you, because you didn't come here with thousands and thousands of pounds. You wasn't a retiree. You wasn't somebody who got like a business or anything like that. You come here to live here, to work.
Came here first of all to run a bar in Koh Chang, and it rained for 5 months, and that didn't work out because obviously it rained. There was a state of emergency down in Koh Chang. They closed the island. No one came. I just happened to be in Pattaya, which is about 5 hours north. I met some Philippine guys who were teachers, and they asked for my phone number. And about 2 days later, I got a phone call from a woman who said, I'd like you to come and see me for an interview for a job in teaching at an international school. So I went for the interview just on a curiosity thing, by someone introduced me, because I did do a TESOL course in Latin languages when I was in Tenerife.
Okay.
I went to the north of the island.
TEFL or TESOL?
A TSOL it was called, a TESOL at the
TESOL,
time, yeah. So I did that, so I had some language abilities and teaching abilities. Went to quite a good school. Anyway, I did the TFL course, which is how to teach foreign languages, and teach English as a second language or foreign language, classroom management, all that kind of thing. So I did the training, and then I started as a school. The next day, it was an international school. It was all new to us because it was a high school with an international English program. I thought I'd only be here for like 6 months. Oh, I've got this 6 months. I stayed here for 8 years.
Doing that?
Doing that, yeah.
What kind of salary did you earn doing that?
The salary was very low, just over $1,000 US. But then then also, I got the work permit. They give you a work permit with that. And then I did every language, like 6 language schools. I used to teach the IELTS so that students could go to try to opportunities to go and work, study abroad in foreign Commonwealth countries and the USA. So it's like a language course they have to do, helps with a visa or job applications. Usually what happens is you make an application for a visa, they say, oh, by the way, for a point system, you need to do the IELTS. So I did that, and I taught from some books. Now, when I finished at the Thai school, he said after 7 years, you can't teach here anymore. You've got to get another degree or a master's degree. So I wasn't going to do that. But they gave me 8 years, I'm looking at. And then I put my CV online. I got 4 jobs in China within 2 days. So I had options to take. So I took the teaching IELTS in Beijing. I took that option.
Oh, nice, Beijing. What's it like there?
Beijing is fantastic, yeah, but really boring to go out at night. I wouldn't say one of the most boring cities in the world. But
Seriously?
yeah, nightlife, not very good. For me, yeah, lots of, I'm still single, I can travel and do things. I was there more to work. I earned a very good salary because I was dedicated and good at my job, yeah, so I I got a reasonably high IQ, so did well.
So,
I don't speak Mandarin that well, but I can understand it.
but
But
that all
obviously,
fell through, didn't it, the old Chinese?
yeah, when the
That
COVID came
didn't-
along, COVID came along after 7 years doing that. But every 2 or 3 months, I was back here in Pattaya because we had this like what do you say, like start work early, finish work late. You have flexi hours. I built my
yeah.
flexi hours into like a couple of days holiday. So every holiday,
So did
I was
you?
here. Yeah.
So that all ended in COVID. So
Yeah.
how did you manage to live through COVID? What was that
Well,
like?
before COVID, I bought an apartment here, which I would. People say never buy anything. It's like, what the hell? These people don't know what they're talking about.
Now, just remind
Yeah.
people with when it comes to apartments, you can only buy in a pot. You can only buy in a pot. Is it where you can only buy?
There's foreign ownership, which means you own it. Or there's Thai ownership, which means you form a company and you are the director
But
of
with an
three shareholders, and you're the main shareholder that owns it. It's an easier way to do
Is
it.
it right? You can't, as a foreigner, you can't buy apartments on the bottom floor.
No, you can buy it. You can buy property on the bottom floor. So all depends on the classification of the Chinook, which is the well, probably people know more about this than me. Can write that in the comments. Depends on the classification of is the house allowed to be used for a business.
Oh right.
So that type of thing. So you can have you can own the land, but you can't own the building because the building could fall down. So you can own the land around the building, something like that. So similar to like owning land in certain parts of Spain.
So you bought the apartment,
Yeah.
and that was just before COVID.
I rented it out for 2 years before I lived in it.
Right.
And when I came to COVID, I mean, COVID hit this place like a ton of bricks. Yeah, it really did hit the place. And so, fortunately for me, the people moved out, and I moved straight in, and I lived there, and fell in love with the place. I love where I live. I really do love it.
For COVID?
The beach here today is not no one around on the beach. I could walk down this beach, being the only person here. Right. It was serenely quiet. Because it is a busy city, it was completely different. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, obviously there was the fear. There was a lot of people living on the street. It was bad for that. No tourists
No
coming.
vaccination.
I don't know. They did get us the vaccines.
Yeah, but quite late compared to England.
Well, no, not really. I think they did a very good job. I think Thailand probably. You can't criticise them. They did a very good job looking after the phalanx, which are us, the foreigners that are here. They looked after us very, very well, and I mean that most sincerely. There was a lot of people live on the beach, but there's people living on the beach here still. This is the type of place where, the sun shines, be under a tree, the lifestyle is minimalist. So, and the local government and local like phalanx, the business people got together and helped feed everybody. It was great to see the community doing that type of thing. And let's not forget that. But a big hand to the people that did all that type of thing. It was really nice to see. But
There was a lot of. I mean, I was watching a lot of vloggers that are here, like Trevor from Buzzing, and there's Daz from Everything Pattaya, Mr. Egg as well. And there was a lot of people abroad that was sending them money, and they was giving money to the children, and they was helping feed the homeless on the beaches and whatever. So fair play to everybody, because we all love this place. If you come to Pattaya, I don't know anybody that's been here that's not fell in love with the place. You come here once, and most people, they don't go anywhere else.
I have met people who said it's not their cup of tea.
Yeah.
Mostly because they've already been told by someone that they're not going to like it. That's like the thought control from, I'm telling you you're not going to like it because they have people that don't like it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It really isn't. Neither is Greece, neither is Spain, neither is Iceland if you go to Iceland on holiday. So, but,
well, I don't like Iceland because the pizzas are crap.
Well, in Iceland, Iceland the shop. Iceland the place. Do they still sell? Is Iceland still open?
It's still, right.
So
chicken nuggets, too.
No, I didn't go back to the UK for 19 and a half years since.
You'd be shocked.
I know I did that just before Christmas. I'm sorry, I think about June. I got off a cruise ship, and I was in Southampton for a couple of hours to London. And I did notice the changes. I also went to see my brother before Christmas at his house. It rained every day, freezing cold, reminding me that. And I do know a lot of people are making the transition of why should they live in the UK or in Europe. And I agree that they say, give me advice, because they're thinking of moving here. And I think it's a positive mood and move to come and live in Thailand. there are other countries.
You've got to be careful. There's this new, there's talks now of a new law kind of being put through Parliament or being put through as law here, where any money that comes into your account, so obviously most people here that live here have got obviously got the UK bank account and they've got the Thai bank account, and when they get the pension they obviously transfer it into their Thai bank account, and they're on about that any money now that comes into the country has to be taxed. So not only have you been taxed on it in the UK, you're going to be potentially be taxed in Thailand, and that's going to, if that comes in, that's going to change a lot of people. A lot of people are going to move, aren't they? They're not going to stay here.
I can say it'd be an absolutely crazy thing to do, but you know,
yeah, on about it. I've seen videos.
Some people are madder than me, you know. But it would cripple the place. And it's the same thing. The old idiom is "cut your nose off to spite your face." I can't see what they're trying to achieve by that.
Is it important to learn the Thai language?
Yeah, I think it's very important to learn. Well, learn as much. Communication is 99.9% of everything we do. So communication is vitally important. What you got to watch out for is that when you're speaking to people who have good English, what they might be, what you don't know is that the mobile phone is the communicating system. And so if you've got someone sitting next to them telling them what to say, it's not them saying what they want to say, it's someone saying it for them. This is what happens quite a lot. So you're asking someone to make a decision, and it's not their decision, someone's making a decision for them. So you've got to understand there's like a biased answer coming back to you. You've got to be able to read that if they don't have the power, when you speak to the person, you can listen to what level of vocabulary they have. And then what they write is not that level. It's not them speaking. It's someone speaking for them. So it's not really them communicating with you. There's nothing better than face-to-face and trying to understand as well. This is where people get it wrong, that like, they think, oh, I was giving a good answer because I was advised to give a good answer, you know? And I've even helped people communicate like that, but I say, well, what do you want to say? Not what I want to say to you. So there can be some misinterpretations and misunderstandings.
I think a lot of people, especially a lot of the girls that live here and the guys that come down, especially from Isan, a lot of them they've been to schools, but the level of education is quite basic.
But not used any education they had since they left school or gone into higher education.
Yeah. They've kind of learnt it and then forgot about it. Yeah. Because they finish school and then they go basically to work in the paddy fields and go to work in factories and stuff like that, where they don't really utilise that education. So, if somebody's watching this video, I don't know if anybody will, but somebody's watching this video and you had to give one tip, they've never been to Pattaya before, they don't know what it's about, they're just, what one tip would you give somebody that's coming to Pattaya for the first time? They don't know what to expect.
Don't book everything online. Don't go online and book everything online. Book a bit of it online and have the ability to walk around and ask questions, where can I go, where can I stay? When you see these, it's a special offer online and book the whole so many days online, you could be miles out of town, you know what I mean? So only book the first 2 nights online. Be careful.
Book your flight separate. Book your flight and then book an hotel on Agoda or booking.com, something like that, and then just book a couple of nights and find out whether that's the other hotels for you, because
you might want to change. Talk to people. Don't be shy to talk to people. If you see a Westerner and you can see him speaking Thai, we're always here to help the tourists. We don't want to give you a bad I met this fellow and he gave me some bad advice. We don't give bad advice. We just give them advice from our experiences, from our point of view at that time. Next week, the situation might be different, you know? We're looking at to give you, although I meet some people and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? We're living in Pattaya, which country have you been living in? So you can get good advice, you can get bad advice. Please don't ask me for advice.
Listen, don't fall in love. Don't do what I did and fall in love in the first bar that you go into. Right? Book the flight. Book an hotel that's close to Soy Bacau, because if anybody speaks English language, Americans, Australians, UK, British, Soy Bacau really is the area for you. Walking Street's great, but it's all right for a couple of nights during your holiday, or night here, night
Be
there.
careful with your money. Only take a certain amount of money out with you. Once that money's finished, go home. Go back to your hotel. Do not hit the ATM machines.
And do not walk around with like
Stacks of money.
and don't, like, when it comes to jewellery, don't wear any gold chains. I mean, I've got this, which only silver, which only cheap, but don't wear any kind of.
Careful not to offend security. Don't get too drunk.
Yeah. If you're one of them kind of people that can get drunk and have a laugh, that's fine. But if you're that kind of person that gets a bit rowdy and gets a bit aggravated when you've had a drink, this is the last place you want to be starting a problem.
Because the language differences.
You know, the police here are very strict. Anything to do with...
Very fair, very nice as well. Very fair, very nice.
Are.
I have had occasions where I've had to go to the police station and say the right words in the right tone at the right time. The timing is everything. Order is the right correct order when you're there. To like beg, please don't process this man to go to jail. He obviously was in a high spirits, and if he's offended anyone, I'm awfully sorry. I say apologies for them. I can get you out of jail. Yeah, I have done that quite a few times for people. Not the same person, but well, actually for the same person as well. And say, please don't do it again, and the next time you go and do the same thing. Well, obviously Thailand's not the place for you. You know, go to like, Spain on your holidays, or I don't know, go to Langolan or something. You're much safer in the place that you know, and outside your 4 mile limits, you're definitely the village idiots. So plenty of village. They've seen it all before. Yeah, they've got their own village idiots. They don't need to.
The police are pretty fair. I mean,
my friends are very nice people.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're legal, you know, as long as you're like with your scooter, I've talked to this about before. Put your helmet on. Make sure you got your international driving permit, copy of your passport, possibly a copy of your stamp of your immigration stamp.
Don't partake in the cheesy festivals, if you know what I mean. Yeah, don't do that. That's a Spanish holiday, not here. Yeah, this is for drinking, good times, bon ami.
I mean, I've been coming here 10 years, and I've never seen one fight yet. I've been into loads of bars, loads of clubs, and I have never seen a fight. Mitch probably has, because he's been here a lot longer. But when you consider how many you would have saw it, when I was DJing in Tenerife, we'd see one every hour.
Oh yeah.
And we'd see some nasty things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Most of the worst fights I've seen here are between bar girls fighting.
Ladyboys?
Fighting over a Westerner. I saw him first, kind of thing, you know, a little bit of jealousy going on there. Like, oh, the girls are fighting over me again, so nice. That's happened since I was in high school, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So, you know, it is a safe place to come. Is there anything you want to finish off with, Mitch? Anything?
Yeah, I didn't kiss that girl last night, yeah. I was really surprised I didn't get a kiss, yeah. I did get a kiss, yeah. The one came to sit next to me. But there was 2 girls smiling at me, and then one came to sit next to me. It was the other one I wanted to come over, yeah. But, you know, I will find her.
All right then, mate. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, mate. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Yeah.
I should be back.
Thanks for asking me to do this type of thing. Obviously, with all the situations, it's very, very hot today. I mean, probably the hottest day of the year, since it's like the weather's going to break soon. You can see.
I'd say it's at least 40 today.
Oh, it's 44 today. 44 degrees, and the weather's going to break soon. It started rainy season. You say rainy season is not so good. It's cooler, nicer, things get cheaper, the people are nicer to you because there's not so many tourists around.
I've said this on another video. Come here, don't be worried about coming here in low season, guys. Honestly, yeah, it might rain. September, October's pretty bad. But you can have a few days where it doesn't, and you know, if it rains, sit in the bar.
Why not make Thailand your second home when it's really cold in the UK? And if you have a chance
for a winter holiday?
Not a few months, and eventually you'll put this down into retirement or a place you'd like to retire to.
Yeah.
Instead of a freezing cold place you can't afford to put the electric on and things like that. Oh, probably electric and water and living fees, very, very cheap. Yeah? Very, very cheap indeed. I'm not going to quote the prices, but I think my
water, on average
about
£1,000 a month for your electric and your water and your
my water bill was like, and I do wash clothes, I do shower twice a day and do everything. And it was like my water bill was with hot water, cold water as well, and the washing machine. I think it was £3.20 for the month.
Mine in Wolverhampton is £120 a month.
For your water?
No, that's just gas and electric.
Oh, my electric's probably about £20.
Water's 25 or
Yeah.
35, something like that.
Oh, my electricity, because it's aircon here, I've got 3 aircon units. One runs off solar as well, assisted. So that's about, and I've got those Dyson fans, big screen TV. So it's about £22, £25 a month electricity. Yeah.
So
yeah.
what's the future for Mitch then? Last question. What's the future? Are we staying here? Are we thinking about going back to the UK?
Wild horses couldn't drag me back to the UK. Right? Listen, if it was maybe if there's a job comes up, I'll go through there. Opportunities, yeah. I still love the UK. I'm not slagging the UK up at all. It's just that it's very cold once as an alternative.
It's not the weather that worries me. It's the cost of living that's changed that does my.
I think a lot of people are the same.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't realise about the place now. Everything is just so expensive and
and unhappy. What I saw.
And I think a lot of people are just not happy there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you're working harder, and you seem to have less in your pay packet at the end of it when you finish paying your bills.
I find myself every day I walk down the street, walk around the street in Thailand with a smile on my face, and I realise, what the hell are you smiling for? Like some kind of maybe I am a lunatic, but I'm a happy lunatic. I think a girl said to me, a lady came round to the house, yeah, and as she was leaving, says, "You look like a sad old man." I was like, "I'm not sad you're leaving because I know you're crazy." No, but I was like, I said, "Hold on, before you leave." I just said, "Let's correct what you just said." She was trying to be a bit nasty. It was like the big goodbye speech, and I was like, "Yeah, get lost." And
now you're paying them?
No, I didn't know her anybody at all. She just came round to give me a mouthful because she know I met another girl, yeah? I said, "Correct what you're saying there. I'm a very happy old man. Get it right, yeah? Get it right." So, got rid of her.
So the future. The future for Mitchell.
Well, the future of Miss Mitchell, one door closes, I got rid of another one just. Looking for new places to go, yeah? I think I found new places to go.
Can you see
New
yourself?
new romances, yeah.
Can you see yourself being in Pattaya in the next 20 years?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think you're going to have to make some changes to where
Yes.
you're going to have to make some
Well,
changes?
I'm not going down. I'm not going to get to Manchester's done. I'm not going to do the ladyboy thing. No.
Do you think you're going to have to find another source of income?
No, because I'm very happy with the work that I do at the moment. Engineering-based technical services, water treatment for a company, international company, Clearback International. Just drop that in there. Good advert. Very, very good. What I do, I enjoy what I do. I'm happy with what I do. The last trip I just come back from Rotterdam. Very, very cold, but same again, smiling, laughing. I think my cabin mate was saying to the boss, "Can you tell him to stop me laughing?" He was laughing all the time. Make people laugh and have a good time, yeah? Don't take negativity with you. Take positivity with you, you know? It's a much better thing. I'm not saying be positive and preach Buddhism to you, but smile, yeah?
I think we'll finish this interview by just doing a spin round to have a look at the view that we've got.
We're going to hide all these glasses, yeah?
Hide all the glasses. But look at this, guys. This is what we're looking at. I mean, Mitch reckons it's 45 degrees. I'd say about the same. I mean, look at this here.
That's right down Beach Road. That's heading south down there.
That's down Beach Road towards Walking Street.
There's Buddha Hill and Pattaya Sign City over there. Kolan is the island over there. Obviously, if you go straight across there, somewhere over there is Koh Samui, I think. That we're in.
I mean, look at that.
Sriracha, and that's on the way to Bangkok, and that's Wongamat Beach where we were just this morning or this afternoon.
You know, what else could you want?
I go back to that place and get another kiss off that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. So.
Pint of Chang.
The girl in the white top.
150. I don't know what the orange juice is on. Are they expensive?
No, it's refreshing.
Am I paying for them because you've done this interview? Is that part of the deal?
That's the idea.
Oh, is it?
This is a paid interview. Yeah?
Is there any vodka in it?
No. It's more orange juice for me. No, just if you have a pint, okay, it's nice to have a pint of alcohol, but orange juice with real oranges. Because orange juice tastes nice here, yeah.
It
like
actually
mandarin.
looks more orange here than what it does in the
is.
UK.
It's like
the UK. It's
you know what we're doing?
Creamy orange.
You know what we're doing? We're discussing the colour of orange juice, yeah. I wouldn't discuss the colour of orange juice with you, Neil. Yeah, it's orange. Yeah, It's still recording.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't. I wouldn't discuss the colour of orange juice with you. Is it more orangey than orange?
It's more orangey than what you get in the UK.
Well, it's more mandarin orange. It tastes nice. All the fruit tastes nice here. Nice, nicer. No, all the fruit tastes nicer here.
All right then, we'll call it a day, eh, Mitch?
Okay, put a little flower in behind my ear here.
Thanks for watching.
Sawadee Krap.
He'll be back on the
Cheers,
next
guys.
video. See you later.
Peace out, yeah?
Yeah.